This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Hey there, it's Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more. Streaming, obviously, over 100 outlets around the world. Obviously, I'm live from Las Vegas. I'm still here after the convention. Still made it. Still not been sick. Still living, obviously, with our balanced 7 water. So we got to promote that because that's important, why I'm still here and haven't come down with COVID or anything like that. But the thing about this is our 3rd show of the year, but 7th overall in our 3rd season, and I couldn't be happier to have this immediate team with us. So all the way from Miami, Florida, vocally Tash, singer, songwriter, dancer, all-around cool chick. I'm very proud of her success. All the way from Houston, Texas, Chef Rachel Roberts. Boy, is she doing a lot of things, great things with that. And from Redondo Beach, California, the one and only nonstop Terri Marie, and all the way live, gotta say this, that dapper, I don't see the toss-up between Sean Connery, Richard Dreyfuss. Someone said John Voight, Howard, believe that one. And somebody else, that model, dancer, actor, the one and only Howard Wiggins, and all the way from San Diego, and I've been waiting for this show for months. Not only do I like Toyfest, I've never had a chance to meet this young lady yet. We talked to her briefly today, but thank you for Terri for reaching out and me finding her at the Astro Toy Convention because of this, we've been to the toy world, movie reviews and more. And I talked to 7 of the authors today about wanting to be aligned with a toy company that we'll talk about later. But Sandy Lapeer, let's talk about this. You are that president of Toyfest. You've done a lot of great things. Let's talk about where you're coming from, how you became president, and what you expect to have happen at Toyfest, February 27th to March 3rd, if I'm correct, in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's right. We are very excited about our show coming up. I've been in the industry for a long time. I started my business in 1994. I have a repping agency called Sunshine Sales and been involved in the organization. Toyfest is 60 years old. We're on our 61st year. So we've kind of morphed into this show that is now toyfestus.com. We used to just be a West Coast-based show. We've got the first show out of the gate. So end of February, we are the first major toy show. Customers are coming across the country. We've sold out the show for the first time, which is very exciting. We have a morning masterpieces, which is a craft kit for retailers to come in and play with all the new craft kit. We have a game night that is always sold out every year where customers, retailers come in and learn all the new games. 2 seminars, educational seminars, one on trends, how to spot a trend, what is a trend, when to get out of a trend. And then we have a show floor filled with all kinds of amazing and fabulous toys, from educational to Legos to anything you need, sustainable, plush, everything. So it'll be pretty exciting.
Talk about this. What is it like for those people who have never been to a Toy Fest? Because it's one thing to see it through the kid's eyes. There's another thing to see those adults who are still acting like kids. That fascinated me when I was at the Astro Toy Convention. I've never seen this before. I've never seen so many people with happy smiles on their face. Talk about that aspect. And how can we, movie reviews and more, and the people, the other co-hosts on here, end up helping these toy businesses in your point of view?
Well, the toy business it's everything I've done since I graduated from college a million years ago. And it's the happiest business around, right? We sell toys, but we also do things to enrich kids, right? We look for, everyone's looking for that best, thing that's coming up this year. What is the hot toy? And what is the best toy? And imaginative play and sustainability and all of the things that are so important in our world. You come to the show and you get excited. So you might be a buyer that's had a store for 25 years, or you're just brand new into the industry, and you come and you're playing. And it's the power of play that makes us all young at heart. So when you come, I expect a lot of smiles and new experiences and fun things to make you feel like a kid.
Did you think you were going to enter the toy business when you graduated college?
I didn't. I actually wanted to I wanted to get into the fashion industry. And I had an interview. I went to San Diego State with a company that wanted me to sell teddy bears, and they wanted to pay me $10,000 more than the person that had really cute clothes. So I said to myself, I could buy more clothes if I sold teddy bears. And then I never looked back. And the toy industry is very fashion based. It's all about colors. It's all about trends. It's all about, what is the hot new thing? I mean, this year I'm calling it the year of the mushroom. Mushrooms are on print. They're in toys. They're in books. You'll see them even in the skate industry. So you never know what's going to come, and it all trickles down to the toy business. In a sense, I'm still in fashion.
I can see that. Hey, Tosh, talk about this. It's one of these things when I'm talking to all these companies, whether it's at CES or NAMM, the music show, something like that. I'm always thinking what we can have for the host, how we can shine a different way, but also how to help those mom and pop stores, and then help those corporations that can't really adjust to anything really quickly. And anytime I'm looking at Howard, I want to get Howard a fashion figure. I really do, because not only does he deserve it.
Oh my God, yes.
Candy, look at it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Tosh, I know you got a question. Go for it.
Well, I want to know, why Vegas? Why is the convention always in Vegas? Is there a reason? Why is there more like toy companies over there?
No, that's a great question. It's in Vegas because it's easy to get in and out of. So we have people coming from snowy places. We have back in the day, we used to always do it in California, but Vegas has easy in and out. It doesn't snow in Vegas during February. So it's not on the East Coast. It's inexpensive to get to. And we can have, like, our host hotel is at Resort World. We have beautiful rooms at really an affordable price. So it just gives you more opportunity for a convention to get there, whether you're coming from Minnesota or whether you're coming from the Bay Area. It's easy to get to.
Yeah, Tosh, I just want to add something to that. Just I've been in the medical field and sales for, oh God, too long. I'll date myself here. But conventions are, she said, they're always in the strategically placed areas. So like Texas is another place that's really big on conferences. So is Vegas. And then if you're going to go regional, like Florida is always big on conferences, and then California. So it just depends on the regions that the company is trying to target. So if you're trying to target like the whole United States, you kind of want to be in the middle, as she said, where it says where it's easy to get to. It's, not that expensive. And that's why a lot of industries choose Vegas for their conferences.
Cindy, I met this company. My friend ordered some toys. I didn't know about this company. All of a sudden, I'm seeing them. I get a press release that they're going to be at the CES Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. So I said, oh, let me go and talk to them. I guarantee you they were going to be at Toyfest. And they are. So I met this guy named Drew, nice guy. I'm wearing my, I don't know if you can see this, my 101 Dalmatians jacket. So he gave me this toy, retail at $17.99. They sell it for $14.99 on Amazon. Because of that, the company's called Tony. One of the reasons why I liked them is because it's like a speaker box. You don't really see it. But it's one of the things where I really like what they do for kids. Not only is it good for learning and things like that, I kind of figured out something where it goes back to Toy Fest. They're going to be there. I can look forward to seeing them again. I want to bring a couple of the co-hosts with me so they can meet them in person, because he was so nice. And that's what I'm all about. If someone is nice to me, I want to do everything I can to help him. He didn't have to do this, but he did. So even when I was at Rachel's house, her son had these whole attic full of toys that I ended up cleaning up. And some kids just like they go from one toy to another to another. And I'm like, there's some great toys there, but they just get bored. What's your advice on when it comes to kids and they're getting bored with one toy and they want to go into the next new shiny toy?
What's my advice to the kids? Kids have a short attention span, right? So having raised boys that are now men, I think sometimes you just have to take things away for a little bit, and when you bring it back, it's shiny again. But then as they develop and grow too, sometimes a toy that they were playing when they were 3, right, and then you take it, it's completely different. So I think we just have to keep those kids engaged.
When you're getting there, since you still are that kid who happens to be the president of a kid toy company, what do you look forward to? What companies can we talk about that I look forward to seeing there? Because I'm going to rush to them because of your suggestions.
Definitely. Well, there's so many amazing companies that will be there. Everything from like you've got like everything things made in Germany to Jacko is a beautiful company that does everything that they do relates back to an artist. You have a lot of trend-based, a lot of plush, things that were really hot this Christmas. In categories was there was plush was great. Lego had a phenomenal year. Games and puzzles are still trending really well. And then sensory, you know, that special dough and that special kind of sensory item. But I've got to say, everyone in the toy industry is, I want to say 99% of the people are nice. And they just are excited about their product. Where they're a small little vendor that is coming out with a brand new product, or they're a huge company that has 1,000 items. There's so many companies that you will love to meet. And I can't wait to meet you in person and show you some of those people.
Oh, I look forward to this. That's for sure.
Sandy, are there any toys that you think are like from back in the day and they're kind of making back to being relevant, but in a new, innovative way? Are there any that you're seeing that will be shown? Definitely. There's a lot of tech. Just the fact that you saw Tony's at the tech, there's a lot of tech companies that are trying to get in the toy business and trying to figure out how it works. But there's also a lot of retro. I have a vendor that's bringing back the Tamagotchi, it's like a little thing that was really big in the 80s, but with like an updated twist. Etch-a-Sketch is always big. Play-Doh, some of that constant stuff is big, but just with new fun colors. And it's fun when you see things come back and you're like, I remember that. Yeah. And it gives you a good memory. A lot of times you'll see some companies, we had a Ragdoll line that did a beautiful, it's called Takiri. And it was a perfect grandmother gift, we called it. It's that gift that pulls at the heartstrings of that grandma, you know, where they remember having that. Music boxes with the little ballerina going around. Those are coming back. So it's fun to see because they do circle through. They might have new colors, they might have new packaging, but they're definitely back.
Hey, so Rachel, tell them what, let's go to Tosh first and then we'll go to Rachel, give her, because she's lagging a little bit. We'll give her a chance to respond. Tosh, tell her what you do. Sandy, go ahead.
Yeah, so I live in Miami. I'm a urban Latin singer. I was just in Vegas 2 months ago, actually, for the Latin Grammys. I was in a showcase over there, so it was very cool to see Vegas in a different light than the Vegas that you go to party and you don't really sightsee anything. But it was nice to be able to see the other side of Vegas and to perform over there, which was insanely mind-blowing. And Terri was able to come, so
Yep.
it was nice to get some support out there and see her again. But that's what I do. I do like very upbeat Spanish music. So if you love that vibrant rhythm, Latin rhythm, I definitely invite you to listen to my songs. I have about like 4 songs, so I'm pretty new in the business, but I've been doing music for a really long time. But I've been really going at it. I just finished planning my music video a brainstorm today, so we're already kind of putting the movement on that. So I'm very excited about that. So that's what I do. And also I'm a bartender on the side. I'm actually going to start taking a mixology course because I don't know, I think it's fun to kind of explore, other things than music. And I'm very passionate about like creating like cool cocktails.
How fun. I want to hear your music. Yes, send it over.
Yes. You can find me at Vocally Tosh or my website, NathashaRumbosmusic.com. I literally have everything there on YouTube. You'll find like fun music videos that I do. I have dancers. I do it all. Like Brian said, I sing, I dance, I write. I also like semi-direct my music videos. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm very like huge on the performing arts and giving that entertainment to the audience.
Great.
Yeah, Sandy, she forgot to say that she performed in front of Times Square too. Remember, Tosh?
Oh wow! Yes, that was in July for Wonderama, which was it's a kids TV show. So that was really nice to be able to be part of that show.
That's amazing. How fun!
It should be coming out this year, actually. So hopefully it'll come sooner than later in the year. So that was fun.
And with that, I also want to introduce you to Charles and Chuck Armstrong Jr. from Wonderama, because again, it's about bringing that kids variety show. There's no reason why Toyfest can't be involved with that, and I would love to have that happen.
That's great.
All right, Rachel, let's try you. Give an introduction. Let's see if it'll work. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello. Okay. Hi. Can you hear me? Is everything? Continue. Yeah. Rachel Roberts Recipes here in Houston, Texas. I'm a single mom. I'm raising 2 boys. One of them is 7, so I would be interested in, his birthday is coming up, and what's a good toy to get for him. I'm a chef here in Houston. I'm working on a upcoming cooking show. I've got all sorts of fun things happening. Been in some magazines and had some stuff, and I'm working with Brian for over a year now as co-host. We reviews and more. I have a morning show called Coffee Talk. So you can find me on all the social media platforms, and that's what's going on.
That's great. Oh my gosh, a 7-year-old, there's so many things you can do, right? They're active. They want there's this light up night ball by Tangle. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's like a soccer ball, but it lights up. And they also have a volleyball as well. But soccer's so great. Does he play a lot of sports?
Write that down.
Yeah. So the Tangle night ball, I would think that would be a winner.
That
or
would be a winner.
You can always go with the basic Legos.
Yeah.
All right, Terri, go for it.
Yeah, so more advanced Legos now that he's getting a little older.
Oh, can I go? Okay. Hi, everyone. Terri Marie here in Redondo Beach, California. I'm a fitness competitor, and I've been a co-host with Brian for over 7 years. My forte is probably red carpet interviews. I'm going to be in a couple of rock videos for a band called Wicked Star that I'm starring in, which are coming out in the next couple of months. I'm also an artist. I'm creating an NFT collection. I've got a whole series, so maybe you can help me get the right direction, because I want to get into make it into a game or a movie. I've got a lot of ideas for it. So I'm working with my brother now, who used to work for Konami. He actually did the artwork for Battlestar Galactica, the new series. He worked really close with Richard Hash. So I'm glad that I got my brother on board with my plan now. So we'll see how this takes off. He's going to help me try to make it. I don't really know how to do the 3D imaging part, so he's going to be helping me with that to kind of create my characters, because it's a story and characters to bring it all to life. So I'm very excited about that now. And Rachel and I talked today. I think Rachel and I are going to partner together and do some fitness and healthy eating videos together. I'm going to come out to Houston. We decided, I don't know when. And we've also talked to Angelica too. So we think we're going to partner up, and she's going to help me for my next show, how to prepare my fitness meals so they're not so gross or boring, because I have to have a certain amount of macros. It's a certain amount of macros, a certain amount of protein. So I'm going to send dear Rachel there a list of what I can eat. She's going to create a menu, and then I'm going to teach her some exercises and some training, and we're going to do some videos. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I think it'll be out there to empower some women over 40 to kind of do what we're doing for a healthy lifestyle. So that's what me and Rachel came up with today.
That sounds like a great collaboration. I love it.
Yeah, I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Howard Wiggins from Nashville, Tennessee. What room are you in today, Howard, first of all?
Well, actually, I have a little thing in common. I used to do the convention in Vegas when I was interior designer. I was one of the world's 35 leading interior designers in Andrew Barton's book, #2. And we used to have a book signing, and it's probably that same convention center. And it is awesome. I never did go down the strip. The convention center kept me entertained the whole time I was there. I never did even go see one casino or anything, because I didn't want to leave the convention center. So it's a lot of fun. And then I have 2 grandsons, and one of them, when Buzz Lightyear came out, he played with that thing so much we had to get him a second Buzz Lightyear. I mean, it lasted the whole year, just all the time with that Buzz Lightyear. And then I saw a video on Facebook the other day, and it told what toy was the toy based every year from like back in the 40s, when it was like hula hoops and yo-yos and things like that. But then they got more technical as the thing went on a little bit more. So, and I had every single one of those toys except for the girl toys, of course. But I had every single one of them. You know?
That's so great. Okay, this is something I always ask when I'm interviewing somebody. I don't know if this is okay to ask, but what was your favorite? Each of you say what your favorite toy was growing up.
I was
Barbie.
Like Brian.
My Barbie dolls.
Yeah. Hi there.
So for me was I forgot the name of it, but the one that like it turns into like a card.
Slinky.
Oh my god, I could be entertained with that for hours.
I had Rubik's Cube. You have one of those?
I did a Rubik's
Cube. Those were cool. Yeah.
I was never able to solve it though.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, Brian, what was your favorite toy?
Put the stickers off.
Battleship and chess. And I love what they have. The different types of chessboards, 3Ds. That is fascinating to me, because I walked by one the other day at the CES show, and I always stop. But I saw one at Astro convention, their toy convention, and it was great. And then we had him on the show, which was really what we loved too. So there's some fascinating companies there, but it was Battleship and chess for me.
Oh, strategic. I like it. Howard, what about you?
The hula hoop and Legos, and those. I had a sister. Those little plastic army figures. She'd take them and chew them up and buy them.
my god!
You know? And so I had all these little soldiers without their heads on them. So.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. It's always fun to see.
What was yours?
Mine was, I got to say, the hula hoop. There's also a skip it that you put around your ankle and you skip over it.
Oh my god, yes. I remember that. I used to have those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, my Barbie camper wagon, right? The camper. But yeah.
I had Barbie Dream House. I had so many Barbies, it was ridiculous. Like, I started collecting. I still have my doll collection at my mom's.
Wow.
Huh?
You are.
Well, I was really into the Madame Alexander dolls. I don't know if anybody's heard of those. I have probably 100 of them. They're probably worth a lot of money. Yeah, they're all like up in my mom's cupboards at her house. But Yeah, I had like every, like, you know, all the dolls from around the world. I mean, so every Christmas, every birthday, my mom would get me a Mount Alexander doll. So I don't know if anybody has remembered those, but they were, those are my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's a great collection. Those are still around.
Mhm.
They're great.
Yep.
You know, I have a collection of Snoopies, a bunch of Snoopies, and every Christmas I put all my 52 Snoopies on the Christmas tree. I got those like when I was like back in like Venezuela. My grandma would get me like from McDonald's the little meals, the little Snoopies, and it's always nice to bring them out. And it's like, oh, it's been here for like 27 years. That's so nice, and they look great.
I remember the first girl I dated, and I went to her house, and she showed me her Finky doll, so it's with the hair that stands straight up, those little ugly things. She had a collection of those. And
The trolls?
The trolls, I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trolls, yeah.
Terri.
I had those too, and everything. Do you know what I was trying to remember though? And this is not really a toy, but I guess it was. Did anybody remember sea monkeys? And what the hell were those things?
Oh yeah.
I think kids were intrigued with them because you can like build
I
them.
had sea monkeys, but like, what were they? They were just like the weirdest thing ever. I don't know. I'm like,
trying to
I'm still
remember.
trying to
There's
figure
a
out.
name for them, but they're and they're still around. The sea monkeys.
Yeah.
But there is a name for it, and I can't think of what it is. But yeah, because it is like what's happening.
What were those things? And why were you
Like,
fascinated?
what
with
is
them?
the function of them?
Because you would throw them in water and they would come alive, and then you would watch them swim around. Like, did you ever get
They're
to
like
go Google them? They were
dehydrated.
weird.
Yeah, they're like dehydrated.
They're
little
weird.
things come alive.
Hey, Sandy, I'm sure you get a lot of toys and things like kind of like what we get.
Mhm.
Yeah, what did you get the last couple months that was fascinating? And then talk about what December is like for the toy industry and the mom and pop businesses.
So, I get toys all the time. Like I got some today, especially this time of year, and new catalogs that are coming out. So whether I just got some Schleich animals from Germany, and I got some, I think over there are some tie-dye kits that came in today. But December is for the mom and pops is crazy, right? This is their that is their month. But also the energy and just wrapping presents and helping customers. The specialty stores, they go that extra mile, right? They go and they've done really well since COVID, because in COVID they really had to pivot and they delivered things to customers' doorsteps and they got their websites up, and they really the COVID actually helped our specialty market really get ready for this next phase. And it's all about customer service. So in December, they are working 7 days a week, and they are wrapping presents, and they are smiling and helping people to their cars. A lot of the specialty retailers do a lot of Toys for Tots. They have people that come in the community and buy a bunch of stuff for Toys for Tots, which is always great to see. And it's fun to see. And I got to say, going into this year in November, like right around the election, sales got really quiet in the specialty market, and people were a little nervous about this holiday. December came, and in the last 2 weeks, all the retailers that I've talked to had one of the best Decembers they've ever had, coming off of one of the best years they ever had last year. So it was a huge, happy relief that everybody had an amazing Christmas. And I think we have a lot to look forward to in 2023. So I don't listen to that. I'm all about let's just happy it up. And I think we're coming out of December in a really good place.
Is the supply chain still kind of a little bit behind?
It's really not. It's caught up pretty much, and the container prices have gone down so much. So freight has come down overseas. Domestically, the freight is high, but overseas it's come down, which has been great. That supply chain was tough, but it's pretty much all back to normal.
Howard, I think you were going to ask a question, right?
I remember I was so spoiled one Christmas. My parents got me a Lionel train with the tunnels and the smoke and the lights and all that kind of stuff. I came down and I said, oh, I wanted one that went on the floor. I didn't want one on the board with all that stuff. I wanted one on the floor. And They took it off of it. They took it off, put it on the floor for me. But do kids still do trains anymore? They probably don't even know what a train is.
No, they do.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do Brio. It's very.
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh,
young
yeah.
train. So yeah, Brio, Thomas, just regular wood German trains. They do that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Definitely.
And how do you explain
Yeah,
the pet
Cooper
rock
was
being a
obsessed with the
success?
train.
Who would have thought a rock would have sold?
Sometimes you don't need to explain it. You just need to enjoy it and experience. That's what I say.
Sandy, I saw this at Astro. Maybe you guys haven't. I haven't been to your convention yet, obviously. I went in and they had like a round robin. They had like 53 round tables. And I saw adults go crazy with toys. I've never seen this in my life. I'm like, I got up on a chair and started shooting video off my phone. It was fascinating because I knew my friends wouldn't believe this, what was going on. They just jumped in like they were toys. They were kids. And I'm like, I've never seen any of these things before, but it was fascinating to see. Do you guys have something like that too?
We do. We do a morning masterpieces the first day of the show, which we have the big round tables and they come in and they do craft kits and they create it, whether they're doing a fairy sparkle mosaic or whether they're doing chalk art or they're making something and then they come back and pick it up later. But yeah, they all come in and create whatever is available. All the different manufacturers have different tables. We have that. And then we also have an amazing game night where there is 15 tables and of 10, and the retailers go every 5 minutes and they change from one game to another and learn how to play all these games. And some of them are 8 and up, some of them are 12 and up, and some of them are 3 and up games. So they're different levels. But yeah, you know what? It's all about the power of play, and you got to put things in people's hands so that they can understand it. So when they have this in their store and they have a pet rock for Howard, they know what to say and what it does, right? And sometimes it's just about imagination.
Okay, Sandy, you got to answer this question because I've gone back and forth with Terry. I know the answer already, but what does the toy industry think of NFTs?
I don't really know how to answer this.
Well, it's more gaming though.
That's
than
pretty
toys.
much, I think that is like, that kind of ages out. I mean, that is more of like your gamer.
Yeah, it's gamers. It's not even to do with the toys. That's what I was telling Brian. So like the gaming people and video games for like the 14 and the 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's what NFTs are going because all the artwork. And again, my brother used to work for Konami. He's a graphic designer. And what happens is you take that digital art and they use it in movies. Like all the cartoons that are made these days, all the animations are done on, our digital creations, which now are going to be put on the blockchain. And what's so kind of neat is how NFTs are going to be for the movies. Is you'll be in a movie theater, you take your code, and you can get information on certain products. Those are going to be included NFTs. Your tickets are going to be NFTs for events, which will have. And so you'll have like how people used to keep their tickets from rock concerts. Now they'll get an NFT with artwork to keep their memory from those concerts. So again, the NFTs are not really about toys. It's about it's going in entertainment, movies, and that digital world of gamers. So,
Yeah.
You're off the hook. She saved you.
Thank God. What? Thank you so much, Terri, for saving me. I'm like,
this is like we're trying to like. We're very early in blockchain right now. It's been around for a while, but the adaption is very early. But I mean, if you think about it, there's like so many things that you can do with the digital realm and entertainment and with video games and so forth. Who knows if it will go into toys, but kids want more tangible stuff. They're not going to be sitting there with, in the virtual world. The NFTs are the virtual world.
Right. We want to keep kids playing with their hands and with their
minds. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing. An idle kid with nothing to do with their hands is not a good thing. As long as they're playing with puzzles and things they can put together, that's a great thing. And as I was telling someone today, as they're doing another interview, it keeps a gun out of a kid's hand. Put a toy in their hand instead. They'll be a lot more happier. That's what I was saying.
Definitely. Yes. Keep playing.
So what else can we expect coming up? that we might not have talked about for Toy Fest? And then what happens after that?
So Toy Fest is going to, like I said, we're very excited and it's going to be amazing. And then after that, we have our organization puts on some game days that we do in the summer. And those are for retailers' staff to come. A lot of times the staff doesn't get to travel, and finding staff in your stores right now is very difficult, right? So a lot of them are working on lean staffing situations in their stores. So we have a day where they come and the staff can learn how to play the hot games for Christmas. A lot of them that have been chosen for catalogs are going to be like the game of the year. Your staff needs to know they have 5 seconds to tell a customer how to play this game before you lose interest. So we put those on. Carrie, that isn't here tonight, does a great job organizing those. And we usually do one in the Pacific Northwest and one somewhere in California. So that is something that comes up after this. And then we start over and get ready for Toy Fest again. But we're expecting we have record number attendance. We're sold out. We're feeling like it's going to be a great show and a great chance for everybody to see the new toys.
That's really good. Again, congratulations on that, because I know that takes a lot of work on that. But I also know people want to get back out and really show their hands and their toys in person too, right?
Yeah, they do. They do. And just be together. The community is a tight-knit community, the toy industry. So that camaraderie and that collaboration and all of the good things that happen at a show are what we're looking forward to.
What's the hot color in a toy?
I can tell you the worst color of a toy. The worst color of a toy is yellow. In packaging and everything, always has been. The best color of a toy, it just depends on the toy, right? The past year it's been a lot of fluorescence. Years before it was jewel tones. This year we're getting a little more nature jewel tone, but with a little more orange into it. And it just depends on what it is. If it's a boy toy, if it's a girl toy, it's pink.
Pink or blue.
Pink and pink for girls. But it's funny. The worst packaging, and you probably know this as an interior designer, is yellow. You can put everything on the shelf, and if it's yellow, it's not going to sell.
Yellow's a bland color, though.
Yeah, it's just really weird. And I like yellow. It doesn't sell off the retail store.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just wonder if color was coming back. With everything in the interior design world, it's all neutral right now. Yeah. And I expect that to change to more pattern, more color, more not matched things. And because the pendulum always swings, whatever's in, it's going to go out. And the exact opposite is going to come in. So.
All right, Rachel, let's try you. I can see your Katsumi. I can see it on your left arm.
Yeah, she's been doing that the whole time. I'm like, what is Rachel doing? She's like,
Easy man's workout. I do it morning and night. It's my lazy person workout. It's fabulous. Look.
What is it?
I don't go to the gym, so that's pretty impressive.
I'm going to change that, Rachel, when I come visit you. I'm going to put you to work.
Make a muscle for us, Rachel.
And I'm just going to come out here and make you really work out.
Yeah, I'm going to really make it work out.
I'll probably have a heart attack.
No, Rachel, show her what it looks like.
Yeah, what is this?
So, what?
I said, what is it?
Show the katsu.
What is that?
Okay, so katsu, it's a little ball. It tightens up your arms, and you have the bands for your legs, and it sends the blood to all the other parts of your body because your arms is tightening your legs, and then it's sending it to your wrinkles. You have less wrinkles. It raises your nitric oxide levels, which as we get older it goes down. So it means you're healthier. You need nitric oxide in your body to help you fight off things when you get sick. So it's more than it's good for lowering cholesterol. Oh my gosh. It's good for preventing heart disease. It does all sorts of incredible things. And I got turned onto it a few months ago, and so I haven't been using it so long. And I mean, I'm getting defined arms and legs and my stomach, and I'm not doing anything else. So it's working, and I like that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So when I was at the CES
cool.
show,
like
I found a bunch of great little articles and things. So there was one thing called, and I think kids will like this too. It's called Storyboard. It's a TV that you can actually color on, and you can erase off of it like a board, and it goes down also. And I found them, and they were in the corner, which is why I like to go, Sandy, down every single aisle and hit every booth. I find all kinds of great gems, and then they become friends. And then I found this one, Autobox. It's a robot that delivers to you, sort of like the other ones, but it's more advanced, and they came out before them, but they're more high tech, and we're putting one of these on our properties.
Wow.
And then another one, I found these guys, a vanishing TV, which is better than really LG, and they're gonna send us one. It's like I think it's a 53 or 73 inch, but it goes down, so it sort of hides from the furniture if you need more room. And they really liked it. They're out of California, but come from Japan. And then I found another one, a phone case. If you could see this, it alerts you if someone's following you behind, and it emits off this big, huge scream if someone's trying to attack you. And it goes around the back of your phone case. All these people are coming up on our shows because they love what we were doing, which is good. And then I found a flying car, which is coming out. It's a flying hydro car. It's been a developer for 2 years, so I can test drive it already, but I'll let you guys do it. And there's some more. And then Motorola gave me a nice smartwatch, and I don't even like watches, but I'm wearing them because now I'm testing all my body movements and if I'm getting sleep and things like that. And then the last one, which was really good, it was good to see my friend Paula Abdul. She's got these things called Idle Eyes. And what it really is just it's sunglasses. They're prescription and fashion, but they're playing music through them, and they're really cool.
Wow.
And I love them because it was based on what American Idol, what she created, and talk about going into the toy industry. She wanted to go into the tech industry for smart tech. And I thought I was going to only stay there for 45 minutes. I stayed with it for like 3 hours because I was catching up with my friend for one. But I wanted to make sure I can get all the girls some of the glasses too, because I'm not a sunglass type of guy. But all you guys are fashionable, including Howard. So I'll just live vicariously through your eyes, if that makes sense. So with all that stuff, that's why it's fun to go to conventions and things like that. So I thought of Terri because she loves her sunglasses, and I can see Rachel and I can see Tosh wearing hers, and Linda Steele and Howard. I'm not sure what he wants, but I really want.
I would like it because when I walk, I could hear the music without carrying a radio or something. And I mean, that's great.
The sound is phenomenal on it. It's really good. I know which factory that it's made in China, and they make the Beats by Dre's through Apple and my Monster headphones, which are great. So the sound is phenomenal.
Wow.
So
the sound is coming out from like what, the little things that hold the glasses?
Yeah, just on the sides of it. Yep. And then when you tilt this way, you can hear it a different way and vice versa. And you get no glare when you're doing it. And then it's interchangeable lens if you need prescriptions.
Wow.
Yeah, this is all they're all coming on in future shows, so we already lined them up. So Sandy, you can't get out of here without telling us what's a favorite song that you like, and what's a favorite movie that you like.
Oh my gosh, you're putting me on the spot. I am the worst with knowing songs. I like all kinds of music, but I never know a song. I love Dan and Shay. Can I say that? Dan and Shay Radio is my favorite. Movies, the new Maverick. I could watch that over and over again. I love the original, and the new Maverick is amazing.
That's good. All right, Tosh, one more last round. What's coming up with you? Because I know you're working on something, and I saw your photo shoot. Talk about that real quick.
Ooh, yeah. So that's fun and exciting. I actually chose my 15 pictures that will be edited. So basically, this photo shoot, I have a publicist now, which I met her in Vegas when I went there. and we are working. She's doing a little media kit for me, so I had to do a photo shoot, which is really nice, and the pictures came out pretty amazing. Like, it literally screams my personality, bright colors, fun angles. So I did that this past weekend, hence why I wasn't on the show on Tuesday, because I had to go dye my hair, and I literally got out of the salon at like 9:30 at night. So that was a very productive weekend. So I got that on Saturday, and then been planning my whole music video. I just hired a dancer, so that's coming up in a couple weeks. We'll be starting to shoot, and something fun and exciting this weekend. I'm going to Epcot, so I'm excited about that. I haven't been to Disney in a really long time, so I'm ready to drink around the world, even though Rachel's not drinking dirty, but I'm gonna drink dirty in Rachel's name.
But you can for me too.
Yes, and for Terri too. That's right.
All right, Terri, Marie, go for it.
What do you want to know? Anyway, I want everybody to go to my social media tomorrow, because I'm going to be doing a video on this little guy here. If everybody can see it, this is called the Lumi. What this does is that you breathe into it in the morning, and it tells you how your metabolism is working. So it gives me my macros, how many carbs, how much protein, how many fats to have. And since I'm doing a show, which we all know, doing a show, your diet is like a science project. This basically tells you how your metabolism is performing. So it's called the Lumi, and I'm going to be doing kind of a little video talking about it.
That's awesome.
Which will be on my Instagram, Terri Marie Nonstop, tomorrow morning. And I'll have a discount code on there for 20% off if you would like to try the Lumi, if you want to try to figure out what the hell is my metabolism doing and what should I be eating? Am I eating too many fats? Am I eating too many carbs? And it will tell you, and it will also give you a meal plan for the day.
Oh, nice. Are you doing an Instagram live?
Website and social media links.
My website is Terri Marie Official. And then all my social media is Terri Marie Nonstop on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. It's Terri Marie Nonstop.
Now, Rachel took the night off. So, Sandy, usually she makes this fabulous dinner and everything, but she was busy running around being that mom that she is. And I'm wasting a little time so she can hear her exact. So we have a last little break connection with her. All right, Rachel, go ahead.
Okay, Rachel Roberts Recipes. I'm on all the social media. Like I said, find me in Morning Coffee Talk. Look forward to seeing me on doing some cooking shows soon, and doing some things with Terri Marie, and or running around here at Houston. We've got the rodeo coming up. I love my Balance 7. I love Dr. Norstani's, all the stuff that that we get from him. I'm still using all my good stuff. He's got great vitamins. You can get all this stuff at O4 Nutrition, and then his skincare, O4 skincare. This stuff, I mean, I still, y'all, it's been 4 months, no Botox. I mean, we had this guy, Sandy, on our show, and it was like, he sent us all these things, and it works. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to say thank you. This stuff is incredible. So yeah, I'm digging all that. And then if you want a katsu, it's KAATSU.com. And you can, if you can Rachel in, so yeah, and you can see it's really good for amputees and young people and old people, and it's and lazy people. Because I don't want to go to gym, and I don't want to get so into that stuff. And it's like I can be at home. Y'all saw I got my workout just sitting here, so I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, fun stuff, a lot of fun stuff and tips coming up.
Yeah, I'm actually on pins and needles because I have a movie that I'm supposed to go to Hollywood for called Who's Going to Take Care of Me? That's a very big movie coming out. And then I have news about a TV show that I would love to tell everybody about, but I haven't. I don't know if I can yet or not. I talked to my agent. She said she'll send me the lines whenever she gets them. So, and I'm just on pins and needles. I just have to wait. So you'll just have to keep tuning in till I tell you the big news.
And Howard, how can Sandy watch your dancing? The hula hoops did it. That's why Howard loves to dance.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
I love to dance too. It's all about
just
the
go
hula
to
hoop.
Howard Wiggins' Facebook. In fact, the day before yesterday, or it might have been yesterday, I posted a lot of dance videos all in a row. I know Rachel shared one on her Facebook page. So, and I'm going tomorrow night.
I love
I'm
it.
going to
I
go
love
dancing.
watching him dance.
Yeah.
And Sandy, the one that he sent me like 5 of them. All of them did big. The one is still growing. They're still saying comments. Go Howard and stuff like that with 33,000 views and still counting.
Wow.
So I'm going to end with this. Don't forget, you guys can't see it, but my ear, they were also there too. So actually, Rachel, this one is yours. So I didn't forget. Tasha got one for you too. And Terri, I'm going to give you my other one. So, Sandy, I want to thank you for coming on Movie Reviews and More. We have other co-hosts too. These are just the main ones that are always there, which is great. And I couldn't do this without them. So after I always say this, I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More. Thank you for coming on. Have a good night tonight, a better day tomorrow. If you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours. Right, Tosh, right, Rachel, right, Terri, right, Howard, and Sandy, because the world needs it. And we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.